Jack back once again with the ill behaviour. Busy news day here at Cultaholic Wrestling.
It is, certainly. We've already seen all of the very serious Saudi Arabia news in the previous news video, but there's some really good news in this one that I'm excited to talk about.
We'll get to it now. Cody Rhodes has responded to Seth Rollins' minor league comments. Renee Young has talked about feeling uncomfortable on commentary for the WWE. And a WWE Network Show could be returning soon, and we'll get to that soon. So Cody's been chatting to ESPN Radio about those cheeky little comments that naughty little scamp Seth Rollins made about Kenny Omega, asking whether he would be up for leaving the minor leagues of AEW. Oh, you naughty scamp, Seth.
You know what, right? This was really refreshing, because we've had Kenny Omega taking shots, we've had Seth Rollins taking shots, we've had Ospreay getting involved for some reason as well. He loves to just cause a bit of trouble, does Will.
JR popped up for a bit.
Yeah, JR.
And a red ass.
And everyone seems to be a little bit partisan, which is understandable, because you're on one side of this burgeoning war people are billing it as. So you, of course, want to show your support for the side that you're on. Yeah. But Cody has stepped in like a big old dad, and he's kind of just gone, everyone just calm down. So yeah, speaking to ESPN Radio about Seth Rollins, he said, Seth is super talented. I had his first dark match in WWE. He's a unique soul. Don't know what that means, but okay, he's a unique soul. He works his ass off when a lot of people in that company just collected checks. I don't take it personally, that's just a part of wrestling.
I didn't know that Seth and Cody had the dark match.
I didn't know that either.
So was this, I'm presuming that Cody talks about, so when Seth Rollins was coming in, he had the first match with Seth,
yes,
when Cody was in the company.
Yeah.
Like when Seth was going through that wildly flailing his hands phase. God. You know, like all kids do.
I'm not sure if he means before his NXT run or before his main roster run, though.
Okay, but even so, there was somewhere in the annals of WWE, there is a match between the future head of AEW and a very angry young man called Seth Rollins. But no, it's, do you know what, we get a lot of grief, and I think a lot of people get a lot of grief when AEW make a shot at WWE, we go, "Way, go on, lads." Yeah. This is the theory, that everyone thinks we go, "Way, go on, lads." And when WWE do it, we go, "Hey, he's off." And we don't at all. We absolutely don't at all.
I certainly don't.
No, absolutely not. We're all pals at the palace, to quote the late, great Nanny Doris. But this is the comment from Cody is exactly the sort of salve that we needed. And if Seth had said something like this, then we'd have gone, yeah, this is exactly what we need.
I like to think that I would have, at least, yes.
You know, let's just it's just part of the business. Like, and absolutely, there is absolutely no shame in being proud of the work you do, and no shame in being proud of the company you work for as well. And Cody very much says, look, it's all right. This is just the business.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
Yeah.
I really want to find their dark match though.
I want to find their dark match as well, but I wonder who would have. Well, Cody would have presumed.
Obviously, Cody won because because Seth's coming in.
He was the established star at the time. Yeah.
Seth was the jobber that day, I presume.
Oh my God.
Or the Wimpy.
Oh, the Wimpy.
We would have called.
Have you explained this on camera before?
I think I have, but just in case, when I was growing up and me and my dad used to watch wrestling, when you had the obvious match with the enhancement guy, we called them the Wimpy.
The Wimpy.
He's the Wimpy. Oh, Hulk Hogan's fighting a Wimpy this week, Dad.
I'm Jack the Wimpy.
Jack the Wimpy. Yeah. That's a t-shirt, mate. Jack the Wimpy. What you say? Say, shut up, Renee. Not my words, the words of Ross Tweddle on WTF Moments. But we didn't ask Renee to shut up because she was talking to Sports Illustrated, Jack the Jobber, about commentating.
Very candidly as well about her perceived struggles with commentary and how real they actually were. Because obviously she was a wonderful backstage presenter, really, really good, and then struggled a little bit when transitioning to commentary just because, well, for the reason she details here, so I'll go into them now. She said, I never felt comfortable doing that job. It was a very stressful year, to be completely honest. I like to have more of a bubbly personality, and that was what fans have been drawn to in shows such as Talking Smack, where she was excellent. Or my sarcastic side. It's hard to do that on commentary, especially when you've got Corey Graves, who was great at that. I'm used to being the A person. I'm trying to jump in there and everything has kind of already been said. It was odd. I tried to come at it from a fan standpoint, but that doesn't always work. I felt misdirection about what my purpose was when I was out there.
Yeah, you kind of got the vibe that, I think the joke was very much that her lines on commentary were, oh my, because like this is the problem that you have with a three-man commentary booth, or a three-person commentary booth, is that everything gets said by the other two people. Yeah. And then you've just got this one on there, and then and Renee has a lot to say, and when Renee is hosting a show, as she says, when she's the A person, she's incredibly insightful, she's incredibly informed, and she's incredibly eloquent.
And she brings a lot of personality to the role as well, which I think is why everyone immediately really liked her at first as well. Yeah.
But it's a shame that she's found herself in that situation with two very big characters, which is probably why Michael Cole and Corey Graves are a two-man team on SmackDown.
Right, okay.
You know, when they could be bothered to turn up. They didn't, they weren't there Friday. I wonder where you were, lads.
I'd be interested to know, actually, this is going off topic very slightly, but as a man who's got commentary experience yourself, what did you make of Pat McAfee? Because obviously he was very raw and unpolished in his commentary role, but he brought the passion.
Look, okay, you can teach, in my experience, you can teach sort of the rigours and the structure of commentary. One thing you cannot teach is passion for what you have.
Right, okay.
Like, if you've got that, then everything else you can build. If you have to learn the passion, learn to care about it, then you're gone from the off. That's why I love Pat McAfee, right? And people give him a lot of stick because he is very raw and untamed as an analyst, as a commentator, as a broadcaster. Yeah. But he's got the passion for it. Like let him, give him the right guidance, and he'll be brilliant.
Yeah, I think he's really
I love
good.
him. He very much marches to the beat of his own drum. He's got his very own look. He's got his own demeanour. He just, like you say, a bit unpolished. Was it a coincidence? And Matthew tweeted this.
Oh, I saw this.
Was it a coincidence that Aiden English fluffed Shayna Baszler's nickname,
Queen of Hearts, he
called her the Queen of Hearts as opposed to the Queen of Spades, and then almost immediately after, here's Pat McAfee.
I hope not, because I really like it. In English, I don't want him to be in the doghouse, as it were.
No. And also, I mean, I'm as the NXT guy, I'll probably get slapped on the wrist, but why was he in the ring with the NXT lot?
He said it. He went, "I'm getting in there. I'm doing it." He said it.
Again, I mean, I was a bit baffled by that. I was a bit like, it's like your uncle jumping in a family picture. I was like, okay, fine.
I realised what a big guy he was when he did that. He was lurking at the back like the Undertaker. He's huge.
And I like the fact that he's got this great look of like suit jacket and shorts.
Yes.
I'm down for that.
Yes.
Me and Pat McAfee. I think Pat might be my spirit animal. A few detractors that may completely agree with me on that one. But more Pat will be great. But anyway, with Renee, I think she's really got her own thing now on the back as host of WWE Backstage. It's a show that absolutely suits her. I think all that needs to happen now is that the WWE games need to stop making her look like she's been hit by a bus and she's onto a good thing. I love how every year she tweets about it though, to go, damn it, again, you make me look awful.
Oh well, poor Renee. But yeah, I'm glad that she's now got something that really plays to her strengths.
Yes. So WWE have hired a brand new coach for the Performance Center. And if I said the name to you, Christopher Guy, if you're a casual fan, that name may not exactly resonate with you. But Jack's going to tell you some of the things that this crazy cat has done, and you're going to go, him. Nice.
So there's every chance you may have seen Christopher Guy before, and I'll be honest, I didn't know who he was before I saw his ring name as well, but his ring name was Ace Steel, best known perhaps as the Chicago-based trainer of CM Punk and Colt Cabana, and I believe now I think he was maybe one of Punk's closest friends. I don't know if he still is, because Punk's obviously fallen out with Cabana, but I don't know. But it's not the only thing he's done in the business. He's popped up all over the place. He's been hired last month as a new WWE Performance Center coach and has relocated to Orlando, Florida for the position. Now here are some things that he's done. He helped produce the in-ring scenes for the Netflix comedy The Main Event. He trained CM Punk and Colt Cabana, as I said. He made an impact recently when he did a guest training session at the Performance Center. He previously had a developmental contract, and this is my favourite one. He portrayed Donald Trump in the Donald versus Rosie O'Donnell segment.
What a guy.
He was that guy. He was the guy with the blonde wig on. That was him.
Sometimes you just got to get the work you're offered. And if it's dressing up as Donald Trump for a wrestling match, then you just got to do it as well. So this guy's earned he's earned his spot really with a full-time job with the WWE.
Even without Cabana and Punk, I think you often hear, just from paying attention to North American wrestling, you often hear the name Ace Steel crop up here and there. He seems to have been a pretty influential figure, certainly in Illinois, in the Midwest, but also just generally as well. He's had a WWE developmental contract. He's clearly got the skills to pay the bills, and now he's imparting those skills to help others
pay their bills
too. I don't know where I was going with that. Thank you.
He's the bill payer of WWE. Welcome in Donald Trump Steel Guy.
Christopher Ace Steel Guy.
Christopher Ace Steel Guy Trump.com. And finally, the return of Lance Catamaran and Chet Chetterfield. Fandango has dropped a little bit of a bombshell on his Instagram, a picture of himself as Ched Cheddarfield next to John Cena, aka Lance Catamaran, from Southpaw Regional Wrestling, with the caption "Stay tuned." #Southpaw Regional Wrestling. #2020.
Now, if you've never seen it, Southpaw Regional Wrestling is kind of a spoof. It's kind of a spoof wrestling show on the WWE Network where you never see any wrestling. You only see backstage promos and links and that sort of thing. But it's very, very funny. Or at least I thought in season 1 it was excellent. Then I thought in season 2, more people, clearly all of the other roster members who weren't on the first season went, I want a piece of that. Yeah. And it wasn't quite as strong and consistent, but it is still a very funny take on, basically on a southern 80s wrestling promotion. Southpaw Regional. Some of the characters. Who was your favourite character?
I was a big fan of the Sea Creature.
The Sea Creature.
just played a monster, just walked out of the ocean. That's very, very 80s Southern wrestling.
This was when Big Bartholomew, aka Rusev, was having a feud with, I can't remember his character's name, but with Tyler Breeze, who was playing the banker. He was like a rich man.
And he was the one that bought the Sea Creature.
Because he said, you need to read the fine print on the contract, my friend. He's like, you're not wrestling me, you're wrestling my creature from the sea. The creature appears, very Dungeon of Doom, mid-90s, and goes, and then he reveals its name, he goes, it's the Sea Creature. It's so bad. There's also like old 80s former tag team turned rivals, Chad Too Bad and Tex Ferguson.
Well, the one kept just getting injuries and kept going, I'm going to get you, like, you've taken out both my eyes.
That was Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. Yeah, Gallows would be like, I know you sent Greg Valentine to break my legs.
Honestly, if you need a bit of fun in your life, season 1 more so season 2. But again, because it's like with season 2, like everybody cottoned on what a great thing it was. Still good. And then everybody wanted to play along then, didn't they?
Yeah. John Cena, I wonder if he'll be back for it, because obviously he's got more of a limited role in WWE now. But if they can find out to get him back on it, he was one of the true highlights of it as Lance Catamaran.
Yeah, I think John Cena now only does the stuff in WWE he wants to do. I think he'll want to do this.
He was the news anchor. He was like wow, so many things to talk about on Southpaw Regional, and there was nothing to talk about. It was so good.
Very much like Cultaholic News. Hey, right. From Lance Catamaran, he's Chet Chetfield. See you on the next one. Don't just have a great night, have a Southpaw night. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can support us on Patreon by going to patreon.com/Cultaholic. Lastly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.